In the meantime, Nikki Dinky has been out there going over her restaurant. Nikki, what have you found for us lately?
Well, you know, guys, I always say that the one thing that I adore about New York City is that if a restaurant isn't absolutely great and if the food isn't absolutely fantastic, it just won't last. No matter how many things it might have going for it, no matter who owns it, New York just has so many restaurants that when people go once and don't like it, they just don't give it a second chance. With that in mind, when you hear about a place that's been around for 32 years and boasting some seriously high caliber clientele in a friendly neighborhood bistro environment, well, it's definitely worth checking out in my book. I'm talking about Paris Commune. It was originally located on Bleecker Street. It found a new home at 99 Bank Street back in 2004, and its new location is a little bit more off the beaten path in comparison to the original, but believe me, plenty of people have tracked it down. At one point, this place boasted the likes of Lucille Ball and Phyllis Dillard, and it's not lost any steam with its new crop of regulars, including Marc Jacobs, who does plenty of private parties there, Candace Bushnell, and I hear that Stevie Wonder is sometimes jamming out there. I read online that they said that the Paris Commune attracts creative people to this creative and inviting space. And I couldn't agree more, but I really have to take it one step further. It's not just the space and the decor. You know, a coat of paint can only do so much, but it's the people, the bartenders, the servers. And I have to give a big shout out to, most amazingly, the owners, Hugo and Jamie. When you have such amazing, interesting, friendly, and unique and creative people like Hugo and Jamie running a place, well, their energy and their buzz is going to go and buzz all over the entire restaurant, and you're going to feel that great creative energy and just that spirit of the place. Now, I love French food, but there was definitely a time where I didn't hate it, but maybe I wasn't going to seek it out. Sometimes you gotta look for places that, you know, have that French traditional spirit in them, but kind of put their own twist on it. Maybe they're using classic French techniques, but they're doing their own thing. Well, that's definitely what Paris Commune is doing. You know, they've got the classics, and believe me, the classics are great. The French onion soup, the duck confit, the creme brulee, which I cannot get enough of, but it's the lobster cake appetizer, the walnut crusted brie, and the pot de chocolat, that's my great accent for you, that really makes you want to keep on coming back. You know, they advertise Paris Commune as a place that boasts a sense of history, and there's a lot of places like that in New York. And as much as I love hearing the stories, and I think it's a really unique place for that reason, what I really love about it is that it's not just sticking around because it's a landmark or a tourist trap. It is sticking around because of the food and the people that are making people come back time and time again. So my hat's off to them. I think this is a good nod to all of you to maybe go try out some French food that you haven't necessarily tried before, maybe a new dish, something that you've never ventured to on that French menu. And of course, if you have the time, I would say go down to Bank Street in Paris Commune and check it out, because I'm very, very happy I did.
Would you suggest making a reservation?
You know, it's a pretty large space, the new space, so you can probably sneak your way in, and I actually chose to sit at the bar and have quite a few drinks before I sat down, and I was having such a good time, so if you have to wait, I think you're totally fine.
Well, thank you so much, Nikki. Ah, Freudian slip.